Good afternoon, I'm Tina. Okay, now let's continue. So I'm trying to keep the videos as less as possible, won't be very long. So for this step, I will separate actually two. So the first step is define. Shouldn't be interface. Define. Kind of like it should be abstract class and the configuration, because in our web.xml we define the URL pattern and match to servlet class, right? And also the servlet class master extends HTTP servlet. And in our simple web container, we are trying to do the similar thing, which is we will define our own HTTP servlet. And for the configuration, I don't want to use in XML because to process XML, I might need to add additional plugin dependencies to process that. Instead, let's keep using something which called properties file, which can do which can achieve similar things. Like properties file will have the key value pair, and the key we are gonna using the URL pattern, and the value gonna be the Java class, right? So then we can create the class using create instance using class based on reflection APIs, and which can say this URL we are handled by this servlet, and based on get request or post request, we can call do get and to post like this. So that's my design for this container. You can do your own way, okay? So first, for the interface, I want to show you guys a little bit about HTTP servlet. So we will mimic some behavior of that, okay? So let's go to the this is our application, but this one is our server side. I opened another one, which is our servlet. This is our first servlet demo. So from here, we can take a look at HTTP servlet. And HTTP servlet is abstract class. It will extend generic servlet. I think a generic servlet has a destroy and init method. Does it have init method? Yes, it have a initialization method and have a destroy method, which will be extended by the HTTP servlet. And in the HTTP servlet, I think here also probably has a service method. I forgot it's here or other place. It also has a service method, but I didn't implement it. So it's gonna be implemented in HTTP servlet. Let's take a look at their HTTP servlet service method. I don't know where is outline of IntelliJ. Then I can click the method, here, this one, I don't know. Probably search service. Yes, here. This is service method. You can see from service it have a request and response, right? Then it will have get a method, and based on the get method, it will call do get. And if it's a post method, it will do post. We will do a similar thing. So Tomcat not directly call do get and do post. It actually call the service method. The service method will call do get and do post from here. And it also have a do get and do post implemented. We can override later. So for our simple servlet, simple web container, I'm trying to do is we will have we will also have HTTP servlet abstract class, which will have default implementation for the init, destroy, service, and do get, do post. Others we don't care, okay? And then later on we will create our own servlet. We can extend our HTTP servlet like this. How about like that? Okay. Anyway, that's my plan. Okay, you can also design your own. Okay, so here let's define those. Okay, first let's define our HTTP, our own HTTP servlet, right? And we were using abstract class. Okay, this is our own HTTP servlet, and here we can define. I think that they all are protected. The other, you can use in public, it doesn't matter. Okay, let me see. They are all protected, I think, from the API. Generic is public, but from here, see here, protected. I was using public for all of them. Okay, and public void init and system out HTTP servlet init default import. Okay, like this. Okay, and public do service method. Here we don't have HTTP request response. We will add later. The reason for that is if we put a request response, we have to create more classes. We will add one by one. So we just leave the service, all the things with empty parameter. So here we can add a to-do, which is request response object as a parameter, right? Parameters like this way, right? And also we have a public void do get, right? Same thing, and have another one, public void do post. Like we can all have a default implementation on these two. Okay, also for service because we are called this two, I will do later like this. And now we can create two class which is implements this extends HTTP servlet, which is real servlet. So here let me show you. I'm gonna do, okay, what should I here? What should I? Because I want to separate the package. Those are part of the web container, and for the class we create by ourselves. Okay, I just create a class. How can I create a class which is put in some specific? I'm just put it. Hello world servlet. Okay, then I'm gonna do is move. I want to move out of the container, which is this is the class. In reality, we have to write, right? Container is what the Tomcat. That's what I'm trying to separate. And here we will extend HTTP servlet, which is the one we wrote. And here we can override do get method. And like here we have hello world servlet do get. You can override as you want, okay, like this. And now let's create another one called hello world. The other one called what? Sign up servlet. How about that? The reason for this one, did I have this abstract? Yes, I have. Okay. The reason for this one is when we config, I want to test. We have more than one configuration. In the configuration, we can read all of them. Okay, we will read all. And to do the configuration, I'm gonna do is here in the resources. I'm gonna write a config.properties file. And here we will have a key value pairs. The key gonna be like suppose hello. It's gonna go to, it maps to hello world. Got it? And suppose sign up, it's gonna map to sign up servlet. Did you get me? And later on, so far we have already defined our servlet interface, which is this abstract class. Okay, and we have two servlets which extends on this HTTP servlet we created, and the config.properties file gonna be read by the container. When we start application, the container will read the properties files, and the container will instantiate those hello world servlet and sign up servlet for us, which is like the Tomcat is doing for us. When the application start, it will load those servlets, create instance for them. Okay, so for this video we are doing here so far, and next video we will read this properties file and using reflection API to create those servlets instance. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and see you. Bye bye.